Hey my lovely YouTubers, welcome back to my YouTube channel with me, your girl Morgan Tracy J, coming today with a summer makeup routine, girl. And I am going to be giving you my summer makeup routine, okay? And kind of just showing you how I'm really showing up for myself this summer when it comes to my beauty and my fashion and my body and all that. But this video is all about just showing up for the woman of your dreams, even when it comes to taking care of yourself, showing up in your style and your makeup and all that, okay? So if you're here for this boo, I already got my coffee ready. Go grab your drink. Let's get into this video. Summer makeup routine and becoming the woman of your dreams. Okay boo, I am back. I went ahead and did my lashes off camera just because they were mowing. It was so loud and I just went ahead and filled in some falsies, and I do the clusters. Now I will say this, do I always do lashes? No, I really did it for this video just because, but most days it's just some good mascara, call it a day, okay? But I also love the idea of not resisting myself. So when I want to do random lashes once in a while, I just go and do it, okay? Like I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. Because I'm really big on not resisting Morgan, okay? And when I say that, I mean, there's so many times when I like, oh, I would love to wear that fluffy purple top with some cute jeans and a cute over top. And then I'm like, no, don't do it. That's doing too much. You're doing too much. And it's like, why am I resisting who I am, okay? And I'm using my illuminating primer right now called Bright Side. It just kind of gives you a little shine. I also moisturized and everything already, SPF myself down, so I'm just gonna use this primer. Now I like a real natural kind of like lengthier, fuller lashes, but like nothing too crazy, just because I want it to, you know, just make me look a little more put together. But like I said guys, this is my summer makeup, and so honestly I will be real, it's not that extraordinary if I'm honest. When I'm going to the office most days, I just want a little bit of light makeup just to make myself look a little more put together. And also one thing about me is I have a lot of kind of like dark spots, acne, you know, sometimes when I would like hormonal acne comes up still. And so I have to kind of cover those up, and that helps me be a little more secure and just not so like, ooh, I hope my skin isn't like, no one's looking at these dark spots, you know what I mean? So that's why makeup has really been helpful for me, just to cover up the little dark spots I have. And so I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation real quick, and I literally just use this much. Like I literally use the smallest amount. And this stuff goes a long way, but also it's really pigmented, and you're gonna see it how orange it is on me. Like look how kind of orangey that is. So I just kind of put it where I know I have these spots at. And honestly, a little bit goes a long way. I don't need the most. That's what I kind of remind myself on when I am filling in these dark spots. I just try to remind myself a little bit goes a long ways. But girl, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I am that girl to be like, don't do your makeup, don't do your lashes. Like I used to really resist the stuff that I loved. And I remember I'd be like, oh no, you don't need to focus on like putting any makeup on today. Like you just need to like, God loves you more when you don't wear makeup. For some reason, I don't know why, I was so convinced that I had to be the like super natural girl. And over time, you know, I would be like, gosh, I would love to do that. I would love to get my lashes done, or I would love to play in makeup a little more and stuff like that. And so that right there kind of has helped me become a little more confident, especially when in the seasons when I noticed that my skin was acting the craziest. Makeup would help me be a little more confident and make me like, okay, no one's like looking at your dark spots that much because you can cover them up, right? Very, very helpful, okay? So, I mean, I know some people are really against doing the most, but I'm like, if it helps you cover up some of those insecurities. I'm going in with my Merit contour stick right now, just kind of outlining my face a little bit as that I let that Fenty sit there and kind of dry a little bit. I'm just going in with that. Also, I'm taking a small brush and I'm going down my nose with this Merit contour stick. Okay, and that is just me trying to contour my nose the best I can. I will say I am not good at this, okay? I am just learning how to do this. So if you are someone who's like, oh, I want to contour my nose like that, your nose and my nose are very different. So girl, just that's all I can say. It's okay, I'm just contouring my nose a little bit. But honestly, the reason why I wanted to make this whole video was because there are times I don't show up for the woman of my dreams. I show up for my fears. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, don't wear that because so-and-so might come see you at the office and then you're wearing that and you'd be doing the most. Like, I really talk myself out of a lot. And so this right here is me encouraging you guys this summer during the Fearless season to really just try your best to show up for the woman that you've been wanting to show up for, you know? And if that is in wearing the top you've been wanting to wear, or if that's in like doing your makeup a little, you know, extra, girl, trying something new with your brows. Like, honestly, I used to always get my eyebrows waxed all the time. I was such a wax girl. And then I remember I took a leap one day and just tried threading, and I realized I love threading, you know? Now, I'm not saying I don't ever get them waxed, but occasionally, because of my acne medication I'm on, I would kind of, after the waxing, I'd kind of get a little breakout or rash. And so it's like, you know what? Threading has been great. And so it's like trying new things for yourself and just things that look good for you. You know what I mean? That's really what I'm on in this season, especially being fearless, girl. Like, this is the time to not resist yourself. Like, if you're always used to telling yourself, no, don't wear that. No, don't do that. No, don't do that to your hair. No, like, girl, try another hairstyle. Like, I feel like I realized that even me just doing the smallest thing as trying different hairstyles inspired me to dress up a little more, inspired me to be like into my beauty and fashion. And I always want to encourage you, if you feel like you're always down and you're always depressed, or you're always like, gosh, I just never feel good about myself, you know, all of that, I want to encourage you to start dressing up a little bit. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel good in the body that you're in. So start trying to dress up just a little bit and see how things go for you. I'm actually use a contour stick a little bit, and I outline my lips just because it's a little bit creamier and easier to move around. So that's all I'm doing, just kind of outlining my lips a little, just right there. Okay. Yeah, it's like, I'm just telling you where I'm at. I'm at a place where I'm like, I'm not gonna resist the good things that I know are good. Now, there are some things we do have to resist. We know, like, if I want to go and, you know, do something crazy, I'm like, Morgan, that doesn't make sense. But taking a little extra time for myself in the morning to feel good about myself, to encourage myself, to be like, okay, girl, you got this. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And so that is really what I'm on. I'm just patting out all the places that I kind of color corrected a little, that foundation, because those places are the ones that need just a little bit more coverage. And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer and kind of like blend all this in just in a second. Okay, and so I am using the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Concealer in the color Toffee, and I like to just put a little bit. One thing I will say about me, I've learned that a little bit is just better than a lot. I literally use barely anything. I try my best to use so little, you know, and just a little bit can be all that you need, honestly. And also, this is something I have to ask myself at times. I try to be like, Morgan, if you're showing up to go to your office or whatever, is this the best you can do today? Like, is this really like you giving your now, I'm not saying I'm gonna be full glam, but I'm like, Morgan, is this really like the best you can do today? Some days I'm so tired, I'm just wearing a nice top and jeans, but I'm still gonna make sure the jeans, nice top, my hair, makeup or whatever, or little to no makeup looks good. You know what I mean? So I always just want to encourage you, girl, show up, because it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel like the woman of your dreams. You're going to feel even closer to her. You're going to feel like she's attainable. You know, you're going to feel like, wow, I'm actually that person. you know? And so that's something that I really believe in so big. Like, show up for that woman. And you can even do that in your style, your fashion. Let's say like you come across a cute hairstyle and you're like, ooh, I love that. I feel like the boss version, or I feel like, you know, the more put together version of me would have my hair like that. Girl, try that hairstyle. What's holding you back? Only thing holding you back is you. And I think that's the whole key of this summer. Stop resisting you. If you want to wear the purple fluffy top and you want to wear the chain and the jacket or whatever, and honestly, you guys, a couple of weeks ago I was like, you know what, I bet you I don't know all that I need to know about makeup yet. Like, let me look up a few more tutorials. Let me look at how I can simply do my makeup with less product, but also still get the coverage I need for my dark spots. Those are really things that I looked up and considered. And I just want to encourage you, like, even when it comes to me going and speaking and stuff like that, I always care about my outfit. To this fact of, okay, if you're going to be on a stage, you can't have anything too short, you can't have any top too low in case you're preying on someone and leaning over. Like, I even think onto those levels, but then I also think on like, but what feels like Morgan? Okay, that's something I truly ask myself a lot. I'm using my Merit contour stick, not contour, highlighter, concealer stick, I'm sorry. And I'm just gonna go in that line and just pat that out. But that's literally stuff I ask myself because I am that girl to kind of be like, I have to care about this stuff, because if not, I can have an outfit malfunction, which I've definitely had. But also too, I don't want to say, okay, for example, I just was going on a speaking engagement trip and there was an outfit that felt like, okay, this is more of the, okay. But then there was one outfit that felt like me. Like, oh, this feels like Morgan. Like, this just feels so like me. And I almost didn't wear the outfit that felt like me because I didn't want no one to think anything negative of me, or, you know, how are they going to perceive me? Like, it was still very appropriate, very classy, but for some reason my fears was like, no, you know what I mean? So I just want to say that to you guys. Like, I had to remember though, this is fearless season, and I am going to stop resisting the real Morgan that wants to show up and be the version that God keeps calling her to be. And that's even in my fashion, in my style, and everything. And actually, I got this lip gloss from like Dollar Store or Family Dollar one time, and honestly, this is my favorite lip gloss. It is called the Velvet Matte Lipstick. It is super velvet, but one thing, guys, is this stuff gets on your teeth, and so when I am home, I do my best to let it dry before I go anywhere, because it will be on your teeth if you're not careful. The next thing I'm using is Stockholm, which is a blush by Merit, and I love Merit's blushes. I have never been a blush girl until I started kind of fooling with Merit's products, and then I'm like, yeah, I need to still blend my nose a little bit. But I will say blush is just, it just adds another little level to the face, I guess. I don't know where this came from for me. I just started really liking the blush. And I just brushed that out a little. Ouch, my top is poking me. So this is pretty much so far. I'm probably gonna do a little bottom mascara, and I'm gonna also use like my setting powder, just because your girl needs it, honestly. Especially if I know I'm gonna be at the office all day, I'm gonna be shooting content, I'm gonna be doing all these different things. A little bit goes a long ways, and so I'm just gonna set the places that I know could possibly crease. A little powder, and I'm just tapping it, and I'm just kind of going over the places I think that could crease. I don't know if that really does anything, but to me it does, okay? I'm joking. I usually don't. I usually keep the matte lip, but today I think I want to go a little glossy because I don't want to feel matte all over. So I'm going to go with the Merit lip gloss and taupe. I love this one, and it's just a glossy one. So I'm going to go over my lip that I just did. Now I will say this, y'all, I am not a beauty guru. I don't know a lot about beauty, but what I am learning is to challenge yourself to do different hairstyles, challenge yourself to you know, up your style, revamp your style, try different things, okay? And that's something that I've been learning on being fearless. Like, Morgan, don't be afraid to use the little highlighter stick, you know? Don't be afraid to, like, you know, play with stuff that you actually enjoy. And also, too, do not be afraid and be unapologetic for showing up for who you've been wanting to show up for this whole time. You know what I mean? And I always say this, like, and this was years ago, I'd be like, oh, I'm a fashionista. Like, I love fashion, I'm a fashionista. But then when it was time to show up for fashion, your girl would be so scared. Like, no, I don't want no one judging me. I don't want no one to think about me like that. I don't want no one to think I'm just conceited. Like, I was so scared of what other people were going to think. See, there's a little bit. Okay, I was so scared of what other people was going to think that I wasn't even allowing myself to show up the way that I really wanted to. Even the outfits that I really wanted to wear, knowing that they're not inappropriate, knowing that there's nothing wrong with these outfits, they're just a bit more dressy. Like, I was so insecure at one time to wear blazers around because I felt like people were gonna judge me. And it took me a while to get comfortable to wear blazers. And so, like, I just want to encourage you, girl, stop resisting you. If there's something like in your style, you love like bright colors, but you never wear those because you're so worried, like, oh, what is other people gonna think about me or what they gonna say? I want to encourage you, girl, that is your challenge. I challenge you this fearless season. Style your hair, wear the outfit that you are like so scared to wear because you're afraid people are going to judge you. That is the thing you need to be trying to wear, because what you have to realize is you cannot keep operating for other people. You have to live based off of your personality that God has given you. So pretty much, you guys, my makeup is done. I was gonna add a little bit of the Merit highlighter stick in Citrine, I think it's called. I like their little highlighter stick. Just put it right here. And also too, when I highlight, I only highlight what's naturally highlighted. You know what I mean? Like on my face, you can see my nose here. You can see kind of like the top of my head. I already just kind of highlight what's like, there's a little highlight here, there's a little highlight here. I just highlight what's already kind of looking naturally highlighted, and I go in so subtle with it because I just don't, like, there's a little here, just get it. And then also too, I love putting a little on my finger and going in that brow. Oh, extra little highlight. Oops, wrong way. But anyways, do this one. And I love how smooth this one is. It's so smooth and easy, and just easy to move around. So, in honor of being fearless, in honor of doing things so different, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do another hairstyle today, bun with tendrils. And this was actually a hairstyle I seen online, and one day I tried it and fell fully in love with it and loved the hairstyle. And so that was an example for me to be like, oh, Morgan, you have been doing the same hairstyle for the last, 2 years. Blue Magic mixed with a little Pinko moisturizer. Now I know some people use Eco Style gel for this and all that. Eco Style works really well, but sometimes it dries and just like it doesn't look the best once it dries. So I mixed the Blue Magic with a little bit of Pinko moisturizer. And I know people are gonna be like, no, don't do that, but you gotta use Old Faithful sometimes. Like, I use the Old and Faithful. So this is me like just throwing it up in a bun, but you can use one of those bun things. I use it sometimes when my hair is more straightened out, but since my hair is all curly, I don't really need it today. It is crazy. All right, let me show you what these tendrils are looking like without any type of curl to them or anything. This is what they currently look like. It looks kind of crazy, so bear with me. Okay, give me a second. A toothbrush, grab you some edge control, and lay just kind of lay it down smoother as my thing heats up. I'm gonna just try to lay down some of these hairs that are kind of still trying to figure out what they're doing. Like I said, this was just a style I seen online one day, tried it. And so what I always do is I break these into two and I go away from the face. Don't keep it on very long. Just 1, 2, 3. Do this again, away from the face. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's one side. And then come over here and do the same thing to the other side. Break it in two, go away from the face. 1, 2, 3. And then the same thing on this side. Next piece. 1, 2, 3. Away from the face. And then also too, I like to just rub on top of it, especially if I have any flyaways, any crazy pieces. I like to bring these pieces into each other. Okay, hey y'all, what do y'all think? This is like my quick summer makeup. I did add some falsies on, a little bit of lip action. I always take my lip with me to go. So whatever I use for my lip, except the matte, because it usually gets on your teeth, I'm gonna take the Merit with me to go. And this is like a quick, see, like this, I will tell you, like a year ago, I would have never wore this style. I would have never wore a top like this because I would have been so worried about people are gonna think something about me. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Like, get ready with me, summer girl. Summer, be fearless, show up for who you want to be. Stop resisting the woman God is calling you to be, girl, and I will see you in my next video.